All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump right into things this morning. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed a fantastic first day of 2023. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live. If you are new to the room, welcome. This is the time of the morning where I am going to go over my top focus setups, watch list, and game plan for the day ahead. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed a fantastic first day of the new year. We are live here on the Pre-Market Live. It is Wednesday, January 1st, guys, or excuse me, January 4th, excuse me. Looking at that 01 gets me every single time. But good morning. Hopefully you guys, like I said, had a good start to the week. Remember, it is already Wednesday. I know that's a common reminder, but remember, I am probably on higher confidence positions going to be looking at the January 13th and January 20th expirations, guys, already, just because of the fact that we are, like I said, guys, at the latter half of this week. And like I said, we are expecting some, decent volatility this week due to all the data that we have lined up. Big catalyst this morning, guys, is we do have the JOLTS print at 10 a.m. Therefore, I am likely not going to be taking a ton of, if any, I'm probably not going to be taking any trades prior to that 10 a.m. print. I may possibly look at these Netflix calls for 2 weeks out on a dip due to that $1.9 million sweep order we did see at the end of the day yesterday. But the reason for the shorter pre-market live, guys, is I'm going to be taking things very, very slow off the open. I do have two top focus setups that I'm going to run through quickly. But again, today is a day where I'm going to be very, very hands-off the first 30 minutes until we get that print and until we get a little bit clearer direction. So, like I said, coming into today, Netflix is going to be my top watch. I would like to see a pull down towards this 296 area and some consolidation, guys. We can see this was a pretty decent area of support pre-market yesterday, and we're trying to form pre-market support again there today, but we did reject the $300 level in pre-market. So as far as upside setups, this is by far my favorite. We have SPY up 0.5% this morning. We're seeing a little bit of broader relative strength, but this JOLTS number is going to be important. We've talked about how important these job readings are towards the Fed and kind of their plans going forward. So we really need to pay attention to these things. So again, A+ setup for me on Netflix would be a pull down towards this 289 level. I don't know if we're going to get that. I don't think we are, but this would be like kind of an A+ add area for me where I would probably take, my heaviest allotment of size. But like I said, I think that this looks fantastic on the daily chart, guys. And given those call sweeps that we did see at the end of the day yesterday, I am very intrigued on a move over the $300 level. Our key level break towards the upside is going to be this 301 level into this 302 resistance, right? If we can get through this area, I think we're going to have to use that $300 psych level just because of how important that level has been. And I think that over that 300 spot, I think we can push into this 314 area above on the daily, right? We tend to move very quickly through this range on Netflix. So this is going to be one of my top focus setups and really my top focus setup to the long side. Meta looks fantastic as well. And with these both being XLC names, they tend to kind of run in unison. The other setup I'm going to be looking at, we do have Microsoft down 3% almost in pre-market, 2.6% in pre-market, testing 233. That's a $6 move down overnight, guys. And if we do start to see tech remaining heavy, my top short focus is going to be NVIDIA. We are bouncing into this 145.6 resistance. And if you remember, guys, yesterday I said the level that I wanted to see retested would be this 145 to 146 area. Again, for me, a move up into this 147 area would be the A+ short risk to reward if we start to see sellers come in very similar to how we saw here on the 29th. We saw sellers come in at 146.8. We are bouncing into resistance here, and I know I sound like a broken record, but the best trades for me on NVIDIA have been these bounces into prior hourly support turned resistance on NVIDIA and then taking the fade off of that. So I will be looking to fade this 146 to 147 area on NVIDIA if we do see some broader market weakness, especially going into JOLTS. So again, that is going to be my primary focus on the downside. I think we could get a retest of this 140 area. This was one of by far the weakest names yesterday. We are up 1.6% in pre-market, but again, guys, this has been a reliable name that fades off of prior hourly resistance, right? I talked about it yesterday, but the names that are showing relative strength are the names that we are seeing that are still well below their pre-COVID highs, and the names that are above their pre-COVID highs, well above, like Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, have been consistently the weakest names, whereas compared to names like Meta and Netflix, which are well below their pre-COVID highs, we are seeing those names demonstrate a lot of strength, right? Meta up 5% yesterday, broader market was down. So therefore, that is going to be kind of, we're seeing a systematic relative strength, relative weakness go on based on valuation. So that is going to be very important to note. So again, I like the NVIDIA 145 puts for either this week again, or for the following week, I like the 140 puts, so for 113. So for today, my focus would be the weekly 145 puts on a test of 147. And then on Netflix, I'd be looking at those 113, 320 calls. And obviously, like I said, we saw some really good flow on those. So I'm going to go ahead and hop on the Discord live trading for the first hour and a half, guys. That is the new daily routine. If you are new, welcome. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed your first pre-market live. Normally, these will go from 9:10 until 9:30, and then I will hop on the Discord live trading from 9:30 until 11 a.m. Eastern. Go ahead and hop on the Discord. Go to the left-hand side, hit that live trading, and you'll be able to hear me walk through exactly what I'm doing. All entries and exits, including my fills, will be posted on the private Twitter. I hope you guys really enjoy your month in here. Let's continue to kill it in 2023. Very excited for the day. Let's have a great Wednesday, guys. I'll see you on the Discord. Peace.